older roster, and historically they do like playing Overpass, even with their 3 new players. So, as you say, the win against Aurora is very good. As for map 2, it's hard to say. I'm a bit torn. I still think that because One Win haven't played it that much, that I would favour Copenhagen Flames, but I've just seen Copenhagen Flames play it earlier, and I wasn't feeling too confident on it. So, yeah, very weird. Anyway, it's time to get into the series, and it's time to see who is eliminated and who no longer has a chance at going down under.
The one thing to keep in mind for Inferno, Trav, is that it was their perma-ban with the previous iteration of their roster, so I guess they're trying to integrate it now that they've brought the Entropic players across. Anyway, we'll keep that in mind as we do progress later on in the game, but right now our focus is firmly fixated on Overpass. Pistol round underway. It is obviously Copenhagen Flames have the choice of sides. On a map that they enjoy playing as well, Trav, they're going to be very comfortable starting on the CT side.
You would think so. Boomich holding for the aggression of Bird from Sky. Oh, it's a whiffy start, unfortunately. That should have been a free headshot every day of the week for Boomich, but Bird from Sky body spams him down with the fact that, of course, he didn't have any Kevlar, but Forrester answers back nicely. Now we're going to be executing on toward the B bomb site. Travis gets one headshot, TMB trades it, and now alive in water still. He could prove to be a bit of an issue, even on 37 points of health. He's going to try and strafe away, though, and he will be successful in doing that. A quick tap on the bomb, but I would imagine that Nickelback kind of needs to clear that one out. Actually, they choose to clear water first to see if he's still in there. They didn't know he'd fallen back. And even though TMB gets that frag, look at the health. It's not good on either of these two players, but it's still possible. Nickelback hasn't got himself to the site yet to get this bomb planted. It's a weird standoff right now. It looks like they want to play for kills rather than the plant.
And that's actually the better option with the way that things stand right now. It doesn't look like they've realized that TMB is in towards Graffiti, steps up. Oh, but unfortunately isn't able to get that first kill cleanly enough, so Nickelback will complete the round. Yeah, it's an all-out brawl. It's almost like One Win, as you say, completely committed to just going for the frags. And it made sense because the bomb was stuck in water. Pistol round. Yeah, lots of fights breaking out there across the bomb site, but One Win win most of them, and they will open up with the first round here of the series.
Yeah, nice decision to play that as they did in the end. As I said, I think actually they weren't aware of water, surprisingly, that Raz had managed to strafe away back to CT. No worries, of course, the Copenhagen Flames force buy will come in, but this is a normal one. 3 Deagles, 5-7 and a Scout. Very dangerous, and as you so often see on Overpass, playing the long ranges and going long is often the choice.
Yeah, on the flip side, the CTs, they've stacked up on that B bomb site. A few boosts going on, a bit of a push coming through from short as well. Forrester's there, and he will actually be traded out. It's not a bad result for Copenhagen Flames. They'll be okay with that 1-for-1. It actually looks like it's going to force One Win's hand in towards the A bomb site as well. Flash is really good. It actually takes Boomich a while to get the kill there onto Regali. It's actually going to be Rolls as the first responder, but he's not going to be able to get into the site to do anything about the bomb plant. So it's going to have to be a retake, if anything, here from Copenhagen Flames, and that already seems unrealistic.
Yeah, I think trying to take these 2 Deagles and now the Galil that's been recovered from TMB as Forrester is removed into the next round is the better choice. That's exactly what they will do. Do like what One Win sort of show in their early stages with this roster on Overpass. Unbeaten so far, all very close. As I said, not one of them was to a scoreline of single digits. They were all in the double. But I have to say, from what I've seen from them so far, they do like their consistency. And their starts have, as I said, often been a bit slow, but they have pulled back T sides as well. It's not just been CT side comebacks. I've seen a really quality amount of T side comebacks from them as well in these early stages of this roster. It does make you wonder how it's all going to pan out with, you know, Hooch in the position. I wanted Hooch on Cloud9, actually. I thought that would have been a beautiful addition, but this makes this roster even better. I rate him highly, so I do like the call, the choice.
Yeah, I think One Win going to be looking to try and make an Aurora-esque type of run here towards the top of Tier 2, because you do see a couple players in towards lowers. That's a saved AK coming through from Rolls, unfortunately not going to have any impact. Yeah, I mean, for Copenhagen Flames, Overpass is a map that they play as well, though, right? I mean, the only time they lost it in the past 3 months was to Bad News Eagles, and that was 16-14. Glorious shot there coming through from TMB. That was beautiful. But they've also beaten 500. They've also beaten Sinners. 2 decent wins.
Yeah,
So it's not
500,
like,
I
as I
mean-
said, this is a punish pick. Yeah, they're the Bulgarian team, Trav.
Exactly. And what do we know about the Bulgarians, Hayes?
Dominate Overpass. They're just
They
gods
love
on the
a bit
map.
of Overpass. They love it.
It's just in their
So,
blood.
Yeah, it's definitely an impressive win. But anyway, Copenhagen Flames will be looking to save again. They're going to at least push a little bit closer. And funnily enough, TMB has a smoke and a kit here. They've all sort of wandered away. Nickelback is the only one close to the bomb still. TMB's timing this one. They're going to go for this. Smoke on the bomb. Here we go. Surely Nickelback has this sorted from long, and yes, they do. Actually, didn't even get the smoke on the bomb whatsoever. They tried to rush and defuse. And I think even if that smoke did come through, it still wouldn't have been a success. But either way, I like the attempt. Respect it. They can buy this round anyway. So let's see how that round pans out. With the guns now in play, Regali will have his AWP early in the map this time. Not what we saw earlier. Let's see how it goes.
My concern for Copenhagen Flames is just what happened on both Ancient and Inferno against Honorous, where they just didn't pitch up at all. And you just look at the comparison between Honorous and OneWin. The individuals on OneWin are much stronger than the individuals on Honorous. So unless Copenhagen Flames are able to get their game back on track and play their top level, then this is going to be such a tough series for them. Great flash coming through. They completely blinds up Boomich, but TMB gets traded out straight afterwards. And actually, if you're OneWin, you really don't mind that.
Yeah, that's fine. Flash was superb to clear out Playground. But Nickelback responds immediately. As we mentioned earlier, of course. Nickelback, the IGL for this team, not Boomich. People might question that, but you all know that Forrester and Nickelback had such a great period together on Entropic before that project finally fell through. Kind of coincided with the drop off of a form of Elian.
Yeah, that's true. Never really were able to realize the same heights once he fell off.
Uh-oh.
You look at where all the players have landed a lot. Let me hold that point because it's going to be bird from Sky. Very awkward from him there. Will fall. Bore up the next man up to the plate, playing behind the barrels right now, waiting for support to come through, which is far right now. He's ticked to the molly, forced out into the open. He'll go down. Regali desperately trying to get in position. Deco actually going to be able to avoid the might of that HE grenade. Plant will come through, and it's going to have to be a retake for the CT side.
Regali. 2v3, they know Deco is low. Surely they'll realize that. Nice pick. Takes Travis. Now there's a good chance because Riles has this monster flank coming in. Deco, 7 HP still, hiding in water. Probably the best place he could be. And Nickelback's actually in a really good spot as well. Not necessarily for where the bomb is planted, but it might still be unexpected and catch them off guard. There goes Deco. It's now Nickelback. When does he show his hand? 2 kills in the round already, yet to die in this game. The smoke is really good, but they do not have a kit for this, of course. Regali has to show himself, and now Nickelback has to get toward the bomb, but Regali covers it really, really well. Defuse just in time. Did not want to let Nickelback get anywhere near his teammate, Riles. And that is the way Copenhagen Flames get their opening.
Solid round coming through from them there. Just to go back to the point that I was making, you look at where the pieces have ended up for those ex-Entropic players, right? You've got Crad, who's in Forza, who just beat OneWin. You've got Lackey, who's in Aurora right now, who have just just sped run to the top of tier 2. You've obviously got Forrester and Nickelback, who are here in OneWin. And Elian, well, actually, arguably the most talented player mechanically is the one who isn't on a roster right now as things stand.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? But that is the way things go sometimes. If you drop off in form pretty drastically, don't have that ability to stay super consistent, you kind of do disappear sometimes. Lackey found himself in a good spot on Aurora. Had as you remember, a 15 BO3 win streak.
Yeah, and he's calling there as well, right?
I believe so. And
have a look at the setup in the round, though, Trav. Sorry, I've just realized that what is this gamble from Copenhagen Flames in the 4v4?
It is kind of interesting, isn't it? Maybe they're looking at the fact that TMB's low HP and they want to just go for the big gamble. But if they do that, then gamble with 3 and put the AWP of Regali on toward A, where he can sightline toward long and the edge of bathrooms. It's a weird one. Now TMB's the only one actually attempting to rotate
He's faking,
up as well.
Though. He's only faking it. He's trying to bait OneWin to going towards B.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to bite. Oh, they might. Ooh. But Boomich could be about to clear out the site. That could change Wonwin's
realized.
mind.
It has to. There we go.
This is exactly what
That's
you should
why
do.
it's so important. There we go. Exactly, Trav. That's it, mate.
Spot on. High five, Hayes. This is what you should do. We saw it earlier a couple of times. That nuke game between Honoris and Copenhagen Flames that I remember. They didn't... I had TMB look ready to scout heaven, right? And look toward the A site. And they didn't wait for him to figure out that particular site was clear.
Yeah, true.
This time, Wonwin have
Cost them
waited.
the round.
Boomich has got the information. And guess what? It's going to be 4-1.
And it would have been a complete and utter disaster if they just rotated towards the B bomb sites off of a whim. But really, I don't know how I feel about that gamble there from Copenhagen Flames. That's just such a huge gamble. Like, I would understand if you're down in the 4 versus 5. Then, sure, maybe you can look to try and make some sort of an unorthodox play. But 4v4, it's not like they were forced out of A, or there was a... It's not even like there was any real indication one when we're going towards that B bomb site either. So that was very questionable there from Copenhagen Flames, in my opinion.
Maybe considering playing the long game. We don't want to lose our guns and our AWP so early on. Just take a gamble. We should win the round if they come B. If they don't, then we'll easily have guns for the next round. It's a weird one, I agree.
Feels just like a bit of a weak approach, to be honest, in my opinion.
Weak. It is weak. It's playing the classic saying, right?
Like, it's so reserved.
Yeah, it's playing not to lose rather than playing to win.
There we go. That's it, mate. Well said. All right. Well, can Copenhagen Flames sort of justify that decision by winning the next round here? Look at Boomich. He's aware with the set of util that comes through right now to try and force these CTs back. Although Rals is actually ahead of the Molly right now. He's playing from behind the fountain. Got support from Regali and the AWP, and then there's a player towards long as well. So a lot of players in these forward positions here for the CT side. Boomich peeks out of the back of the flash, but Rals not spotted.
Maybe this is what Copenhagen Flames are trying to do. Mind games. Where we stack B last round. Guess how many players we've got here this round. Deco has still not seen him. He did see a pixel, but only we did, not him. And Regali will take that opening toward Boomich. Boomich has kind of been tasked with this sort of A default role, seemingly on Overpass on T side. Deco looking for something. We'll finally see some information, but in comes a flash, and it's absolutely perfect. Rals gets a free kill, and guess what? He has the bomb in his sights as well.
Exactly. Forrester gets a kill down towards the B bomb side. He was boosted up there. Kill is, yeah, doesn't really amount to much, though. Oh, they need to focus on recovering the C4. Right now, though, Rals is still in a bit of an awkward position. Trav taking the attention towards lowest. Couple players making their way from the T spawn. 25 seconds left. It looks like Rals is going to forfeit the bomb, but that's fine. I don't even know if one win... I mean, they've got money, so saving here is probably just the best option. Pick up the AWP. Yeah, call it a day, boys. Copenhagen Flames make the round work, and I love how much initiative they take there on their CT side.
Yeah, I think Rals actually realised that as well. Like, I mean, obviously he's rotated into connector, which does cut off a sightline toward B, but either way, it's I think he realised that Wonwin will probably save with 22 seconds on the clock. So you know what? No reason to fight and lose my gun. I'll just fall back as well. So all good. Ticks in the chat indicate a technical pause, so hopefully not too long on this one. Flashes toward mid, and the control was very impressive for Copenhagen Flames in that.
Good to see that they have the confidence to make those sorts of plays on the CT side and get into the faces of one win as well, right?
Yeah. According to our
so Trav,
lovely producer,
we need to let them know what's going on here.
Yeah. According to our lovely producer Jonas, the technical pause is due to a cat issue. So, you know, cat in the room, being distracting, walking over the keyboard, letting you let go of E during a defuse, something like that. That can't be risked.
I mean, everybody knows that cats are just assholes. That's just how it is. And they like to get in your face. They like to annoy you. They want your attention. And then as soon as you give them the attention, then the game's over. Then they don't like you anymore. So there we go. We're back, Trav. Game is underway.
Back. The cat's been sorted out. It's been put outside. It might be meowing, but we have to deal with that later.
See, Trav, pussy just always creates problems, man.
I can't believe you just dropped that one on me. You've really caught me off guard with that. But, you know, fair enough. Anyway. Control.
It's a big round here, mate. It's a big round here. Not much money left. Whoever loses this one. More so 1-win than Copenhagen Flames, though.
Mine toward connector, that'll clear out the portion of the stairs at least. I think that does actually spread toward that cubby too. There you go. Travis is here, so I now know the only risk is that one corner that you can just hard clear now. And now he sees that it is completely open. Wells goes aggressive, takes Nickel back, and can fall back with a man advantage as well.
Big kill there from Deco to level it back into an even numbers game. You and I used to cast a lot of 1-win, Trav.
Yeah, we did actually. That's true.
Couple of Deco fanboys when we were calling their games, and well, probably going to be more of the same here, at least from me, as they do start to gravitate in towards this B bomb side. There's 2 players here for the CT side as things stand. A flash, a couple HEs, a smoke, that's what they've got left. 1-win. They've got quite a healthy amount of utility as they start to make their way forward.
Travis entering toward Monster, Boomich in support from short. And there are 2 players in water, that's the biggest issue. Are they aware of it? Oh, well, Forrester certainly is. The second player has to worry about though,
Oh my
and
God.
Bird from Sky can't get anything done. Wow. They had so many players here ready to fight that position, and Bird from Sky was baited in. But when you have 2 players shooting at you, even if you do catch one in the back, it's not going to work out. Regardless, he has to save.
Well, look at Boomich's position. I don't even know if he's going to be able to save here. There are Foresters on the A bomb site. Well, he's through bank right now. So Regali should almost certainly die here. Big round coming through there. I mean, it's not even like 1-win had any obvious options, Trav. They were down this. They lost the first pick of the round as well, but just a flawless execute in towards that B bomb site. Great util usage, phenomenal entry kills coming through from them. How good was that snapshot there from Forrester as well?
Oh. Regali's a lucky boy. He'll be able to find Travis, and I think he'll be okay. There we go. Manages to escape. Finds one little portion where he's going to be okay. And 1-win. Get back on the board. 5-2. And it's an interesting choice, as you say, to pop toward B like that. It seemed like it was their last option, really, in that particular moment. Got the utility sorted. And once there were 2 players in water, I thought that maybe Copenhagen Flames would have too much for them to handle. But when the first kill came through, good reaction from Forrester. From Sky was always only ever going to go 1 for 1. In the end, he got none.
Yeah, and that was problematic. Going to be problematic for Copenhagen Flames if they drop this next round here as well, because there won't be any money left in the bank, and 6-2 almost certainly becomes 7-2 and 1-win. Just going to test the defense on this B bomb site once again. It's going to be very difficult for these Copenhagen Flames players. Bora underarms the smoke there, just tucked into the corner, waiting for his opportunity, waiting for some support util to come through perhaps. Everybody able to stay alive for now. Eventually kills do start to come through for both of the teams. 2 for 2 is the name of the game. Travis will be the difference maker though. And now it's going to be on Rawls and Regali, but I don't even know if they can go for this, man. No kip between them as smoke. Economic reset looms.
Yeah, they are going to push forward because they're both really close. So I understand why. Regali can just hold short and take contact. And Regali trying to let Rawls just have some fun with this one. He's up further than I think they're expecting. This could be a great chance for him to pounce, and there we go. The issue is no defuse kit picked up, and now Decker can go aggressive. There's the first, but he gets caught by Rawls. I do he's fumbled the defuse a little bit. Is that going to cost him? I don't think so. I think he's okay. Yes, he is, easily. But I was a bit worrying for a second.
Yeah, me too. That gets incredibly close. I was actually questioning there whether or not that was going to be the right call to actually go for the retake, but they actually get the job done, as you say. Rawls was further forward there than what they would have expected initially, so great position being taken up by him. And it is going to be a vital round that goes where Copenhagen Flames, an unlikely one. 1-win can afford the reinvestment, but if they lose this next round, there's nothing left in the bank afterwards.
The issue.
For me, the one player... Yeah, go for it.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, for me, the one player from Entropic was that I really wanted to see land on his feet was Forrester. And now getting to see Forrester alongside Deco, that's such an exciting duo to see in tandem.
I completely agree with you. Forrester, of course, you have to remember, did actually trial 4 fours before they decided on Result.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm very surprised at that. I didn't realize that.
I did watch one game of Forrester on fours. That was during Conference Pro League.
Okay.
So yeah, it was interesting to see them go against him, but I guess he was called up by one win and he thought, okay, this is a pretty tasty project. And I think I'm going to give this one a go instead. So at the moment, I've got to say, I agree with you. He was always my favourite. He was even touted for appearances in Navi, for example.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Then they went with
yeah,
NPL instead. Bird from
exactly.
Sky's on a massive flank right now. Boomich is sort of looking in this direction. He's just got no health. There we go. I mean, the fact that he actually drops 59 damage is pretty decent. 34 seconds on the clock here. OneWin used that information after they realized that Bird from Sky is back towards Fountain as they now try make their way towards the B bomb site. Bird from Sky gonna spot them as they cross. Yeah, perfect timing on the peak. Now they want to go back up towards A though, Trav. They're struggling to get over the fence though. 20 seconds on the clock. There's still one player on the A bomb site. Regardless in heaven. Indecisive
TMB.
as to where to go. Yeah, TMB has to get at least a kill. Yeah, he can just win the round for his team with his position towards long.
Yeah, it's just the way, it's perfect, right? This is the one position you want to be in just to secure a round, and he denies the bomb plant easily. 2 seconds. Nickelback can't afford to die here, and he will get the kill. So he will manage to stay alive. If he went down, he would have only had $700 with no weapon in that following round, of course. So it's a good save, but they can't really buy around him. So we'll have to see how that one pans out in terms of that decision. But still, great hold from Copenhagen Flames, and that was all Bird from Sky. The first pick was sure fantastic, the flank, but then repositioning to a bottom con, they had no clue that he could still be that.
Yeah, was really wise coming through there from Bird from Sky, how he plays that situation. It was also just instantaneous decision making, right? He doesn't hesitate at all after showing his position, and he gets that flank frag on Boomich. Yeah, good work coming through from him. And now, Copenhagen Flames have essentially earned themselves an anti-eco. There's Hero AK in play here on Nickelback. But actually a great chance here for the CT side to level up the scoreline.
Yep. Nickelback just needs to use this AK from the previous round to the best of his ability. He does at least get that one kill, but 22 HP off the back of it, and no one, of course, of his teammates having Kevlar. Kind of impossible to do much more with it now. Regali going aggressive toward long, and he hears the running in long bathroom, I believe. Gun has been picked up. Overpass is here and is checking the chopper con. He will deal with Forrester in the end. But not even 50 health between Nickelback and Deco. One kill would be nice between the two of them, but
there we go. Deco with the deagle, man. Just absolutely deadly. If you're Nickelback, I actually think saving there is your best option. Only got $700, so he's going to struggle to afford an investment into the next round. And you kind of, you allow Deco to see if he can find anything more. That's a second kill out of him. He knows where both these remaining players are on a pivot right now. 180 degrees. He turns and turns. Eventually, he will burn. It's the scores leveled up here, Trav.
They gave Deku way too much there. There was no need to give up a second kill. I think Regali was actually kind of shocked as well that his teammate got taken down in front of him. They didn't actually know where he was residing. Thought he maybe still just locked in toward bathrooms, perhaps, after getting that kill. Wasn't just still standing in the open. Of course, Bird from Sky wasn't to know that he saw his arm, so I guess that is the reason behind that too. Anyway, buy round for one win, of course. Nickelback saving that AK, one of those previous rounds, of course, means that he's only on a Mac 10 in this one. Bird from Sky will get run boosted towards short, spots the information, and then falls away again. That is a nice run boost to put in action because it gets you above that Molotov. I've seen it work out beautifully for JL from Apex before. I got an ace off the back of it once.
Okay.
Great clip.
Such a fun player to watch is JL.
Will it be a fun
One
round,
looking to try and make sure that Copenhagen Flames aren't able to get themselves the lead here. Both teams have taken a bit of chip damage here to start things off. One going back to their old faithful. It's the B bomb site. At least leaning in that direction at the start of the round. As for the CTs, playing quite detached right now from that bomb site.
Little boost. Will spot information. Yeah, and being detached doesn't help necessarily for information gathering. At least Bird from Sky knows what he knows toward B now. But TMB and Regali in a good position toward A, and of course with Riles on long, that adds a bit of a lurk possibility. Then Travis just goes back and checks it. What a timing on that. Riles will be cursing his luck on that one because that wasn't necessarily his fault. Just a bit unlucky on his timing. He chooses to push out. Regali now toward bank. Flashed off the angle. They now know he's there. TMB toward truck. Only gets one. But Birth from Sky is still there, of course, as well. But Boomich removes him. Brock trying to come in and help out. Ooh,
Oh, no.
Boomich is out of bullets. And that gives Regali a chance to pounce up close. But he's removed. Now down into a 1 versus 1. Deco versus Borup. Time is an issue. That means Deco has to run him down. And Borup is doing an absolutely sterling job of hiding in the smoke right now. He's gamed Deco beautifully. He may have got the kill, but Copenhagen Flames take the round.
Yeah, it was never about going for the kill there for Borup. It was just about playing the time there and staying alive for as long as he could. And he did a great job of that, just using the audio cues, using what was left of that smoke grenade. Deco gonna get frustrated. One win come close there in the round, but they aren't able to make it happen. I actually felt like they were in a really good position there after they get that trade onto TMB and they take that bird from Sky as well. It was unfortunate. Was it Forrester who ran out of ammo there? Or
Boomich,
Travis maybe? Boomich, okay, but still, yeah, that was... I mean, if he had more ammo there, that round probably goes completely different. Regali caught out in the open, though.
That's an AWP cardinal sin, that one. Taking your pot shot and not falling away for free. Toward A. Dropping instantly. Thankfully for TMB's sake, he's able to pick that one up. Actually, was he able to pick that one up? Was
Yeah,
it a double
TMB
AWP?
has... no, I think he's picked up that AWP.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Because he's got no armor, so that's why I'm confused.
Okay, then that's actually a fair point. I'd just be surprised if both of the AWPers were sort of just towards bathrooms at the start of the round, right? That also wouldn't make much sense.
That is a good point.
So at least he's got the AWP, considering it's a glass cannon. Okay, so both AWPs were there.
I was right.
I told you, Trav.
I thought I questioned myself for a second. I was like, yeah, I know I'm right here. I shouldn't doubt myself.
Yeah, that's true. Does look like one when are sort of wondering where they're going to end up here. Players start gravitating in towards that B bomb site. And that's where 3 players are set up for the CT side right now. So that's where they want the T's to finish. Oh, Nickelback. Great timing, but no, he can't get the kill.
Oh, no way. That is a lucky one for TMB, but that is just a lot of information. And now there's a lot of pressure on Riles. He's going to have 3 players coming his way. Sure, Borup and Birth from Sky here with their only MP9s in action, but they're hiding really smartly, and that could work out. Borup gets one. Travis trades it, though, and he's in toward water, and he gets both kills with the Tech 9. 7 seconds to go. Bomb will go down. Deco's got it this time. TMB will have to fall away.
Oh, man, Travis just appears out of absolutely nowhere there. And just is the difference maker. He's the player to win the round there for 1 win. It was touch and go. It looked like it was actually falling apart there with the kills that came through initially. TMB now looking to just try and save the sniper rifle. 1 win in pursuit of leveling up the scoreline.
Bit of a standoff with Travis on the FAMAS. That's been picked up, of course, after those 2 Tech 9 frags. He just leapt his way through from short up bridge, right? Got into water very quickly. Flanked the 2 site players.
Oh! Okay, TMB. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I didn't know he had that dog in him.
Yeah, well, I owe you an apology, man. I wasn't familiar with your game. Does look like they're going to force around the AWP, though, Trav. Just pretend to be shocked. Okay, great. Yeah, 10 out of 10, mate. There we go. You nailed it. Who needs acting classes? We got a professional.
Might work out here, though. They have boosted up Regali.
Wait, the shot. Wow. That's dry, man.
Yeah, surprising.
There's a flash that comes through there, yeah.
Forrester would go in alone like that. Oh, and Travis isn't considering connector. Raul's
yeah,
playing the headshot
being
angle.
Made, yeah.
2 early round fumbles.
A little bit lazy from 1 win, I would say. 3 versus 5. All 3 of the remaining players going to be grouping up and heading in towards the safe bomb site through long. Lurk smoke thrown. Boomich doesn't pick up before the smoke, but he's actually bird from Sky. That's actually like the worst case scenario. Yeah. And you can see Boomich is not happy. Whether it's he's not happy with the fact that the smoke was dropped or that he was spotted.
I'm actually questioning that as well. It's one of two things. You've just, I think in my mind you've got that one spot on. It's
Yeah.
either he's frustrated that they threw a lurk smoke when he was up so far and didn't want to show any presence at all, wanted just to peek it dry, or he was frustrated that he got spotted as that smoke bloomed when he'd made his way up so far. So yeah, that's an interesting one, I will say. Frustration evident, and I think it's kind of does say something in my book that one win, the last 2 times that I remember obvious in-game frustration, it's from this team. Deco surely isn't going to be alive for much longer. Stopped by a bird from Skies 5-7. Boomich should be able to recover this AWP. And does. But it is a T-side save, which lets Copenhagen Flames reach round 7.
If Deco had stayed alive there, they would have actually afforded a pretty comfortable investment into the next round. But now it's going to be a lot more patchy. That's a really rough round for one win to lose, man. I mean, the only kill that they get there is a parting frag.
Indeed.
Whoever loses this round here isn't going to have anything to work with going into the last round of the half. Been a good fight back from Copenhagen Flames. They were down 5-2 at one point.
Oh, Deco, the classic play. Go up aggressive towards short and try and go for a pick with the AWP. It's actually Forrester to get it started. Ralls has to hop away from that flashbang and from Nickelback's aggression. Regardless, going to be here though pretty quickly. Deco's doing so much work, and Ralls had to answer back there and does. Boomich only with that deagle. Regali in position. Travis, he comes out of connector like an F1 car. Regali can't hit the shot. Regali close range. Realised that Boomich could be advancing and gets it done, but the rotation is in action. It's going to all be on Borup toward B.
He's forced out into the open by that volley as well. Deco's got his knife out. Borup is going to get all 3 of the kills to win the round for his team. Single-handedly locks it down. Phenomenal anchor work coming through from him once again. Getting the job done. One win starting to go cold here in the late stages of the first half.
Yep, and that wipeout leaves them on what? Galil's, Mac 10s. There we go.
Nickelback deserved that kill there onto Rolls, right? He closed the gap really quickly. He gets on the angle. Rolls steps into his crosshair. Should have had the frag. Wasn't able to get it. Round just unravels from there.
Yep. Rolls playing around with Fountain. And Travis has made his way up long with the Mac 10. Ralls obviously is considering the fact that Playground is occupied, but it looks like he might go for a big B flank instead, and that could be brilliant. He's going to be behind Deco, and I'm not sure if Deco is entirely happy at the moment. He's going to be even less happy after this frag comes in. How long is Ralls going to wait? Oh, he turns around. That's hilarious. Almost a comedic moment there, but the bomb is dropped. It's now in the open. They don't know how close Rolls is with the drop of that smoke. TMB wins that long-range duel as well. Regali peeking from long. It's all crumbling for one win. Copenhagen Flames on the edge of taking this half 9-6.
They were hoping that the players on the A bomb site might be in limbo because the bomb was located by the CT side, but they were just still both hard-rooted, holding the angles. Easy frags coming through from them. 5-2. 5 versus 2, rather, should I say. Absolutely impossible for Forrester and Nickelback. Flash smoke combo. Borup will cut them both down. He should. Yeah, blinded up. Labored spray between the two of them. Just a consolation kill coming through there from Nickelback, padding the stats a little bit more before we do shift this into the second half. Great fight back from Copenhagen Flames. They were down 2-5 at one point on the half. They finish at 9-6. Quick break, and when we come back, it's the second half of the first map.
fair to say. I've certainly enjoyed it, and one win. I think they'll be a little bit disappointed to only get 6 on T side. There were a couple of occasions where we saw some frustration, possibly boiling over, and I hope for their case they can get it back in action. Boomich, the main man, who seems to love a CZ on a CT pistol round. He's possibly the only person I see do that still to this day, and it could work out really well with this connector stack, but he gets deleted by Birth from Sky instantly. Now there's a bit of an issue here. Nickelback might be here to help out Travis, but they're going to be pouncing. Finally, the body taps come in. In the end, it actually works out for a 3v2.
Yeah, that's largely thanks to the HE grenade that came through there. That actually tenderized those T players a lot, made it a lot easier to get the kills with the body shots. Now the pressure going to start to mount on that B bomb side. An opportunity here for Raz and Borup. Only one player here. Nickelback is rotating down as well. Damage done to Raz. Is going to look to try and lock in the bomb plant. Borup wants to be proactive in the post plant, looking to force the issue, forcing the fights. Lots of shots being fired off, none of them connecting right now. He's going to start to run out of ammo. Deco, he gets himself into the fray as well, jumping on top of Borup. Well, it's not the cleanest, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, that's all it needed to do. No problem. No kit in play, so don't take any liberties. Make sure you get it done as quickly as possible, and that's exactly what one needed to do. And they have a chance to really build up now on CT side. I mentioned that they have been doing really well recently at sort of mini comebacks, especially on Overpass. All their games recently, their 100% record that's currently intact with this roster, they've all been pretty close games, and there have been multiple occasions where they found themselves behind on T side and CT side. Okay. They fought their way back, so I'm looking to see the same thing here. Copenhagen Flames with the bomb plant, go for the force buy. Of course, plenty of utility, 2 Galils. Still got a good chance. We see these rounds won so often.
Especially by the team who find themselves in these sorts of rounds all the time. Rolls actually had a chance there to find the opening kill, but squanders the opportunity. 4 players over towards the B side of the map here from the CT side from the get-go. They've just entrusted Deco by himself on the top side of the map. Borup is so far forward in that smoke right now, waiting for a flash to come over the top. He's going to be bursting in towards his B bomb side. Flash is not really good. Forrester goes undetected though. Not the cleanest on the kill. Oh my god, so many frags coming through for the T side. Forrester runs out of ammo. Eventually will go down in the smoke. Deco desperately rotating down, but not going to be able to have the impact he needs. Borup through the smoke will get the frag. That's his 3rd in the round.
Deleted. Absolutely deleted. And even through the smoke as well, as you say, toward heaven, he was on a late rotation. But as I said, those second round force buys on T side, so powerful.
Just to quickly update everybody on the other games that are going on right now. Ecstatic versus Aurora, which should be the most one-sided of the matches, is super one-sided right now, Trav. It's 14-5 to Ecstatic. They're beating Aurora 14-5 right now. So yeah, that's really good for Ecstatic. Forza versus Honorous 10-7 to Forza. Apex is leading Sprout 8-3. Obviously, all the games on their first map. There's going to be Bird from Sky who gets the first frag of the round against the Force Spy.
Yeah, it's an interesting selection, I will say. I think Ecstatic, it's fair to say that they're the weakest team by far, actually, in this bracket.
Yes, they are.
But they've been playing pretty well as of late. Overpass is their pick, and it's a map they're very comfortable on. And it'll be very interesting to see how Aurora game their pick on Anubis, because while Aurora absolutely adore Anubis, guess what? Ecstatic love it too. They've only lost 1 in 10 on that map. Sure, it's against lower tier opposition, but still, they do love a good Anubis as well. So curious to see how that one goes. Of course, only 1 spot from this qualifier makes it through to Melbourne. Locked on the line.
Yeah.
11-7 up in the other upper bracket matchup. And as you say, Apex with a great start against Sprout as well. That means that Sprout could be bombing out of another tournament here. Of course, they've had a run where they had to play with Berry so often. That caused so many poor results. They couldn't figure out their IGL issues with Refresh stepping down as IGL then from the roster entirely. And as has only been away for a few days. Yeah, so they need plenty of time to get that one going, you'd think.
Just also to extend that, if you manage to qualify for Melbourne, it's actually an event that any of the teams who qualify from this EU qualifier could actually make a really deep run. The highest ranked team at the event is Complexity, ranked 12th. Then it's IHC, who have obviously just lost a player, Bad News Eagles, and Greyhound. They're the top 4 rated teams. So let's say, for example, like Aurora qualify. they'll definitely feel like they can make a deep run at that competition. So it's not like you're even just going into tier 1 teams where you're just going to get steamrolled, right?
No, I mean, it's what I love about it. Hang on a second, I'll get back in a moment.
Yeah.
They're walking into a stack here, running straight into a stack. Forrester with the MP9 gets himself one. Trades are a little bit messy, and Boom gets one more as well. There's the other MP9. Now they're just going to swarm rolls. Out of all of that, it's all down to Borup. 3 from Forrester in that melee. How he's not dead, I'm not sure, after taking so many duels. But now they know where Borup is. And with 9 bullets left in the clip, that could be a little bit wary. Goes for the peek, and that could be a bit unadvised. Now it's Travis, and Borup has seen him. 69 health versus 60. Information spotted, and he gets the spray down. Travis trying to catch him on a timing as he could be walking up, but there was so much time left in the round. Patience from Borup, and that's 12 for Copenhagen Flames.
Massive clutch out of them there to rescue the round for his team. That was an eco for 1 win, and they're nearly able to make it work. They get so close. They get, as I say, into that 2 versus 1, but Borup cleans them up. I think that a little bit overzealous there from 1 win in terms of how they try and get that last kill onto Borup. They actually offer him up the fights, and they're a bit individualistic in the process as well. 12-7. Massive gun round here for 1 win. They've got the AWP, they've got the rifles. If they lose this round, they're probably going to lose their map pick. And look at the approach from the T side.
Aha. Well, we go again, they say. Birth from Sky trades the first, and he gets an entry on the second as well.
Oh,
and then
no.
TMB just swings onto Forrester. They're abusing the B-bomb site of 1 win, and it's working out superbly. And yeah, we're talking about earlier is it looks like Deco and Travis will be forced to save. I mean, the main event for Melbourne has Complexity, IHC, B&E, and Greyhound. You mentioned those 4 teams, which are, I believe, the 4 invited teams.
Yes.
I gotta say, you're absolutely right in the sense of this is a great opportunity for anyone from this open qualifier to actually win a LAN event. Even Rare Atom, who have qualified from the Asia Close qualifier, which I got a chance to have a look at as well. You know, they're a team that have done well in previous ESL challenges in Valencia last year, for example. So, yeah, I mean, IEC have shown great form, beating Cloud9. B&E are always there or thereabouts on LAN, can be a dangerous team to face. Complexity showing decent consistency on their form right now, apart from Bro League, unfortunately. But still,
I think that they need to win Melbourne. They really, really need to win Melbourne due Complexity.
I agree.
Just based on the fact that they're starting to push the envelope against some of the tier 1 opposition. This is their opportunity now where they're the favorites, where there isn't going to be any other team who are like direct 50-50, you know, sort of level opponents. Copenhagen, rather Complexity, they need to win Melbourne. That would be a huge pickup for them.
I agree, because it's been so long since these sort of teams have won anything, you know, like finished first place in anything like that. So it just gives you so much confidence. I mean, look what winning ESL Challenger Valencia did for Movistar Riders last year. After that, they went on to the semi-finals of Cologne. Anything can happen. And sure, we know what happened after that with a lot of some pious. I think they were always destined to go on a bit of a plummet after that result, but still, any result like that can give you so much belief in yourself. Look at Outsiders and Rotterdam as well. I believe they won Rotterdam and then they won the bloody major. So it's incredible.
Yeah, it shows you, you know, being in good form going into those events is so important, right? Doesn't matter who have the which team has the strongest players on paper. Current form makes such a big difference. Current form right now for 1 win looking bleak, looking rough. And they've just been dropping the ball on that B bomb side. It's not even like Copenhagen Flames have been super extravagant here on the C side, right? They've just been brute forcing their way in towards that B bomb side more often than not.
Yeah, last couple of rounds, that definitely was their strategy. Sometimes you can just catch an opponent off guard with the same play 2 rounds in a row. Travis has the M4, Deco has the AWP still, but it's an eco other than that, and now Regali, thanks to Travis's peak and connector, is down to 6 HP early on, so decent start.
Yeah, absolutely a decent start. Gonna have to do more than that though, will Travis. He's the one with the hero rifle. As you say, Deco's got the AWP as well, and he's making his way in towards short tunnel. There's 2 players coming through here from the T side. Are there any flashes for Copenhagen Flames? Doesn't matter, because in a flash, Deco's been able to get a kill. He baits Boomage in as well. Frag found, gun picked up. Phenomenal start to the eco coming through here for 1 win.
This needs to be a lifeline for them. They can't afford to throw this one away now. Their setup's perfect. They can peek with 1 player maybe for information. Maybe Nickelback can afford to go for a bit of a shoulder peek with just the pistol. but with Boomich in tow, there you go, there's a double
Oh,
swing.
no.
They do it. They actually double swing properly, and they don't double swing with the possibility of being lined up, for example. So you do that correctly. But yeah, I think the way they played on short there with that first kill coming through, then Deco holding the pick with the AWP, always was going to get one there. And then Boomich could just rush in with the CZ and try and shock a second player. And Travis will even finish off Bird from Sky too.
Going to be the first round here for 1win of the second half. Not the way outside of the pistol, I suppose. Not the way we expected them to win their first round outside of that pistol, but yeah, they get the job done. As you say, very basic, you know, just a little bit of a play in towards lowers there from Travis, lots of damage done to Regali. Play in towards water there from Deco and Boomich. 1win show that there are still some signs of life here for them on their CT side.
Thankfully for Copenhagen Flames, their money is absolutely fine. They're loaded at the moment. Even after this buy, they'll have maybe even 2 in arrears after this. So it's time for 1win to do it the hard way.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle to say the least, man. Gun round after gun round coming through here from Copenhagen Flames. Numbers in towards low as HE grenade. Well timed there from Travis. Actually, wait, where did it go?
Huh.
Did I miss something there? I don't know. Anyway, Nickelback, he has been chunked
Definitely
down.
exploded, but not sure where. Regali can...
Just out into the oblivion, perhaps.
Into the abyss. A mystery we'll never know. Regali. Connected door. Now open. Blown open. Copenhagen Flames can take control of short. Boomich looking to try and boost his teammate on a timing. And the Molotov is used perfectly. Almost gets a kill from it. TMB down to 28. It's a good strategy for that Molotov in toward that cubby where you do sit to line up some utility and sit in a default. Deco goes for information and flicks to take Regali beautifully. Deco versus Regali is such an exciting duel. And that's the first time we've really seen them go up against each other in this series so far.
Deco with those lightning fast reactions always looks so good when he snaps up a kill. Copenhagen Flames don't really have an obvious way to get into the bomb site, but there's only one player who's up towards that A bomb site right now. It's Deco, and he's in a forward position. Travis going to start to rotate his way up, but he doesn't have any utility. So this A bomb site is actually fairly vulnerable right now. Wait, yeah, Travis, he's on the truck. Okay. There's a molly that's going to come through here to display some flash over the top as well. Deco, he gets himself that kill on Tabora, but pressure still continues to mount on the A bomb site, but Deco doing the Lord's work right now.
Of course he is. One we need to be careful because the 2 players remaining on both of them flanks are very, very close. And look at the damage done on both sides. Goodness me, they're trying desperately to get this bomb planted, and somehow they've actually made it happen. And Bird from Sky pulls up the Glock to get the kill. Nickelback has spotted both of the remaining 2 players going in toward Bank, though. So they know exactly what is going on. Kit in play on Nickelback. Bird from Sky will surely try and bait Raz in, or even go for the boost here. That could be genius. Raz is going to be going up on top of that one. The bomb is still not being held as of yet. Deco goes for the peek, and he pulls out the AK to get it done. They realised what was going on. Nickelback even hit the wall bang to sort that one out. It was close, a nice idea from Copenhagen Flames, but their health was just too low.
Great recovery coming through there. I say recovery for 1win. They were in control just courtesy of the huge amount of work that Deco was getting done with the AWP, but actually a great effort there from Copenhagen Flames. Such low health. I really don't mind the way they approached that post plant either, going for the boost. Unfortunately for them, they just both got spotted when they fell back into Bank, right? That was so much information for 1win.
That was a wild situation. Actually surprised that from Sky got that extra kill with the Glock. As I said, 1win did need to be careful as both players were up pretty close, and in the end they were almost caught off guard by that exact thing. Copenhagen Flames turning up the pace slightly in this one. 4 players toward long early and very quick as well. 1win might have control towards short, but Copenhagen Flames have pushed deep toward long and have 2 players waiting in front of balloons as well.
Yeah, Copenhagen Flames are pretty far forward right now with 3 players towards long. Boomich has an idea it could be the case as he sprays through the smoke. 4th player heading in that direction as well.
Oh, Deco even considering the boost. Don't know the Regali's
Yeah,
got his AWP up. That's just great
one
awareness from
win.
him.
Absolutely. I mean, one win. They're well prepared for this hit in towards the A bomb site. They've got 3 players ready on A. It might even actually... It's actually 4 players on that A bomb site right now for the CT side.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Ral's ready to peek toward long. Flashes will be about to throw and get themselves into the action. But Nickelback, even though he is half blind from that one actually, does get the first kill. Bird from Sky takes Travis nicely, but now 25 seconds, that is the issue. Deco, or the flash comes in, but he manages to spot TMB first, and Boomich is there to deal with Bird from Sky. Borup needs a couple of headshots and quick-fire ones at that. He does manage to find Nickelback, but Boomich was always going to trade that one. And Regali is left in a position where he could be activated if he had teammates with him, but he doesn't. So he falls back and tries to save the AWP, and I think he will do as well.
Good fight back coming through here from one win as they start to gain some sort of semblance of control here once again. I mean, it was looking very bleak at one point when they were down 13-7. They won the pistol round to begin their campaign here on the CT side, but then they lost 4 rounds in a row and it was looking very rough. As I said, they were down by 6 rounds, but they've been able to win 3 in a row and they start to recover their position. They'll certainly be going up against another gun round here in the 24th round. That round loss bonus starting to come into effect now for the T side. $2,900 to be precise. One winner showing resolve, though, here on their CT side, Trav. And you mentioned it. They can grind their way back into games when they fall behind. We're seeing that right now.
Oh, Regali seems so desperate to go through that one. Oh, we could get caught off. That's so tight. I don't think he even saw that in the end. And again, here comes the standoff. Deco versus Regali. Surely Deco takes this one. And it's a headshot to boot. Overkill. 400 damage. Didn't need to do that one, but makes it look pretty.
Asserting dominance.
Exactly. TMB will pick up that AWP, but you know, it's being held. That Molotov will keep TMB at bay a little while longer. Deco actually is going to go in behind the Molotov, but TMB says no. That's too cheeky, my friend.
There was quite a lot of space open towards that A bomb site, but as I say, that Forrester has pivoted his way up, so that's going to be giving a little bit more space and a little bit more freedom here to Travis as he doesn't have to worry about his back. Ral's creeping up towards long, loving this angle here from our observer. Third-person perspective, we get to see a lot that's going on in terms of the setup on the site. Great timing there from Rals as he bursts onto the scene. Travis has been dealt with as well, and the A-bomb site's open for business.
Yeah, that one kill toward Forrester when he wasn't necessarily aware of the being up toward long so advanced has completely changed around in Copenhagen Flames' favour. That meant Travis had to push forward in his position, which made him very uncomfortable. He was always going to get swung upon, and he couldn't even get one.
At least one win. Not going to get reset economically. They'll be able to afford a full buy going into the next round, but they won't have any money left after that. It's quite important here for Nickelback to save the AWP. Ral's heading in his direction, though. Oh, Nickelback actually going to be scoped in just in time, but he's not able to hit the shot. That's going to cost him his life. Well, Deco, he's not too worried, Trav, because he can still afford the sniper. Otherwise, he would have had his head in his hands.
True. True. But this game's not done just yet. 14-10. Saw Copenhagen Flames be up 15-13 on Nuke earlier against Honoris, when he managed to bring that one through 19-17 in the end. They are fallible to a bit of a comeback. And one win, and been very successful with them as of late. They're 100% win rate on Overpass with this roster under threat. Copenhagen Flames 2 rounds away.
Yeah, that would give them a 1-0 lead going into their map of the series. Borup, he's run into the CT player. He had no idea why he wasn't able to get through the smoke there on the opposite side of the flash. And, well, he finds out the hard way. 3 versus 5. No? Yeah, I mean, it's not even like Copenhagen Flames were doing much off of his play. It's not like there was a response to, you know, push fast through long or something. It was just a play being made in isolation, essentially.
Yeah, one idea, one push with the flash, straight into Forrester. Almost round over. Weird choice. Not sure what their thought process was behind that one. But, you know, my brain isn't as big as Bird from Skies, so you'll have to teach me one day. Oh, Regali, that's a right-eye peek. He gets one back on Deco. And TMB's found Nickelback as well. In the midst of all that, Travis now has to advance his position toward bathrooms. But if he goes any further, that could be straight into Regali. He will see Gun Barrel first. If Regali continues to shift his way up, timing could be good. Shadow spotted.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
so much
exactly.
information, and now he's just going to run. He's going to try and take advantage of this immediately. But oh, even though he hits the dig bird from Sky, the information, the communication was on point, and he saves his teammate at the death.
Now they start to make their way in towards the B bomb side. It's Forrester who's here right now in towards water. He's got 43 points of health to his name, so not incredibly healthy. Bird from Sky with the C4, gonna get across. He spotted Forrester out. TMB knows he's there. The kill from TMB's action to the heaven player. Bomb plant will come through from Bird from Sky. Regali has no health. He does not want to lose his IGL right now. He's not gonna do a huge amount to help him, but Bird from Sky doesn't need any assistance anyway. He was the player to start the frag on Forrester. He will finish it off as well. 15-10, Copenhagen Flames march on to map points on their opponent's map pick.
Ah, that was so clean from Copenhagen Flames. Travis had his chance, and that's the sort of situation where you just must be so frustrated. You've got the information, you've seen the gun barrel, you've seen the shadow, you've seen your opportunity, and you can't get it done because of Bird from Sky being in position. You saw when he switched around, he sort of saw Bird from Sky in his peripherals, but thought, okay, I can at least remove the AWP here. But not to be, and maybe Overpass is not to be anymore for one win. They've got a CZ, 2 Deagles, a 5.7 and an MP9 to try and bring this back to OT.
And the big problem here for one win is that it's Inferno up next, Trav. That's a map that they're still trying to prove themselves on. They're still trying to find their identity. Deco and Travis never played it with the previous iteration of the one-win roster.
Yep.
So that's a bit of a scary prospect.
Oh, nice calm shot from Travis there. Catches Borup on the advance, and that's the bomb drop toward Divider as well. But TMB's timing is surely so good here. Deco's got himself into the cubby at just the right time, and TMB's not checking it just yet, but now he does. He sees it straight away. Good find. Threat removed. And now they're going to pounce back down connected toward B.
MP9 here for Forrester out in the open. TMB just completely runs him right over. That B bomb site now has no defenders on it, and it is going to be Copenhagen Flames to assume full control. Bomb plant going to come through. There's no kit for the CT side. That's why they're trying to get a move on the retake, but TMB cutting them down, and Copenhagen Flames on course here to win the first map.
Regali holds towards short. Travis last alive. Nice 1 dig earlier on, but that is all in that round for one win, and all in the map for one win as well. Their 100% record on Overpass is now dashed. Copenhagen Flames put an end to that one, and as you so rightly say, now we go into Inferno, where one win is still trying things. Deco and Travis previously not played any, really. It was their permaban for so long. It has to really be on Forrester Nickelback and Hooch the coach to probably take them through this upcoming map, because